When Vikings attacked Muslim Spain, they got crushed, and no one tells you why. Mustafa, Vikings were known to be ruthless and unrelenting. They left a trail of destruction across Europe and beyond. So what happened when they met their match in Muslim Spain? Welcome back to the channel. And today we will take you back to the 9th century, when the Vikings met the Muslims in Spain. But before we get into the details of this epic clash of civilizations, let's take a moment to appreciate the efforts of those who have supported us on our journey. Your generosity enables us to continue bringing you top-notch historical content. Thank you for your support, and if you are not yet part of our community, consider joining us today. The Vikings, masters of innovation and exploration during the 8th to 11th centuries, originated from Scandinavia. Known for their daring seafaring expeditions, they established extensive trade networks across Europe, Asia, and even the Americas. These adventurous warriors were infamous for their lightning-fast raids and terrifying presence, leaving a legacy of both awe and terror in their wake. So what happens when these fearless warriors set their sights on Muslim Spain and met a strong enemy on the field? Let's find out. Al-Andalus, also known as Islamic Spain, was a vibrant and flourishing region in the Iberian Peninsula. From the 8th to the 15th century, it served as a bridge between the Muslim world and Europe, fostering cultural exchanges in science, philosophy, and art. At its peak, during the Golden Age of Islam, Al-Andalus became renowned for its intellectual achievements and economic prosperity, serving as a testament to the contributions of Muslim scholars and rulers. It was under the rule of the Umayyad Caliphate, and later the Abbasid Caliphate, that Al-Andalus thrived as a center of learning and commerce, playing a significant role in the broader Mediterranean world. During the 9th century, the Umayyad Emirate of Córdoba stood as a prominent power in Al-Andalus, ruled by emirs with considerable wealth and influence. It encompassed territories from the Atlantic coast to the Pyrenees Mountains. Despite facing challenges from internal rebellions and external threats, the emirate successfully defended its borders against the advancing Franks. The cosmopolitan cities within its realm, including Córdoba and Seville, showcased architectural marvels such as the Great Mosque of Córdoba and the of Seville, reflecting the cultural fusion between Islamic, Christian, and Jewish influences. The Viking longships were true marvels of maritime engineering, renowned for their speed, agility, and shallow draft. These sleek vessels enabled Viking explorers to navigate rivers and raid inland settlements with ease. Crafted primarily from wood, including oak and pine, these ships featured a distinctive design with a narrow beam and a rounded hull, allowing them to move swiftly through the water. Equipped with one or multiple masts, they were capable of carrying square sails that harnessed the wind to propel them across vast distances. The combination of these features made the Viking longships ideal for both peaceful trading voyages and audacious military expeditions. And they were an intimidating sight to behold when descending on coastal settlements. As the Viking threat loomed over Al-Andalus, the Muslim rulers took proactive steps to defend their territory. Establishing a naval presence along the coast was crucial in countering the Viking raids. The Muslim navy comprised a variety of vessels, including those with lateen sails, which allowed them to maneuver effectively in coastal waters. These ships were armed with catapults and trebuchets, enabling them to hurl missiles at approaching lock. The inclusion of galleys propelled by both oars and sails provided additional flexibility and offensive capabilities, allowing the Muslim fleet to engage the Vikings on their own terms. Among the defenders of Al-Andalus was Musa ibn Nusayr, a prominent Muslim general known for his military prowess, recognized for his strategic brilliance and tactical expertise. He played a pivotal role in repelling Viking incursions into the Iberian Peninsula. Ibn Usayr's leadership and experience proved instrumental in organizing and training the local militias, transforming them into an effective fighting force capable of defending against the Viking raids. His military strategies included utilizing the terrain to one's advantage, employing guerrilla tactics, and leveraging the numerical superiority of the Muslim forces. The clash between the Vikings and the defenders of Al-Andalus resulted in a decisive victory for the Muslims. The Viking longships, while formidable, were no match for the superior naval tactics and firepower of the Muslim fleet. The Muslim ships effectively employed catapults and trebuchets to bombard the Viking vessels, causing significant damage and deterring further aggression. As the Muslim navy gained the upper hand, Viking longships suffered heavy losses, forcing them to retreat and abandon their invasion attempts. In the aftermath of the battle, Al-Andalus successfully repelled the Viking invasion, demonstrating the strength and resilience of its naval forces. The victory solidified the reputation of defenders like Musa ibn Usayr as heroes of the realm. Meanwhile, the Vikings suffered a setback in their expansionist endeavors, marking a significant moment in the history of both civilizations. The clash between the Vikings and Muslims in Spain serves as a reminder of the diverse range of actors that shaped medieval history. Often overshadowed by European narratives, the contributions and achievements of European civilizations such as Al-Andalus are essential to understanding this period. The victory of the Muslims against the Vikings highlights the sophistication and prowess of Islamic Spain, challenging Eurocentric perspectives and emphasizing the need for a more inclusive study of medieval history. It's important to acknowledge the significant role played by individuals like Musa ibn Nujami in defending Al-Andalus against external threats. His military strategies and leadership serve as an example of the tactical brilliance and adaptability employed by Muslim rulers in protecting their territories. Moreover, the story underscores the interconnectedness of medieval civilizations, showcasing how events and interactions across the Mediterranean world had profound implications for various societies. To understand the clash between the Vikings and Muslims in Spain, it's essential to recognize the historical context of the time. During the 8th to 11th centuries, Europe was largely characterized by feudalism, manorialism, and the absence of centralized states. In contrast, Islamic Spain, known as Al-Andalus, flourished as a center of learning, trade, and cultural exchange during the Islamic Golden Age. Its cosmopolitan cities, like Córdoba and Seville, were hubs of intellectual activity and economic prosperity. The arrival of the Vikings in Muslim Spain marked a significant encounter between two distinct cultures and civilizations. The Vikings, originating from Scandinavia, were known for their seafaring skills, exploration, and their ability to adapt to different environments. Their raids and trading expeditions extended across Europe, the Middle East, and even the Americas. In contrast, the Muslims in Spain represented a long-established civilization with a rich history and cultural heritage. Their presence in the Iberian Peninsula dated back several centuries, and they had developed sophisticated urban centers, agricultural systems, and intellectual traditions. The clash between these two civilizations had several contributing factors. Firstly, the Vikings' desire for plunder and conquest played a role, as they sought valuable resources and territories to expand their influence. Secondly, the defensive measures and attitudes of the Muslims in Spain towards the Viking incursions varied, ranging from attempts at diplomacy to military resistance. The geographical and climatic conditions of the Iberian Peninsula also influenced the encounter. While the region's coastal areas were vulnerable to Viking raids, the interior offered opportunities for defense and resource mobilization. Moreover, the clash between the Vikings and the Muslims in Spain should be understood within the broader context of medieval history. During this period, Europe was marked by political fragmentation, economic disparities, and the emergence of new religious orders. Meanwhile, Islamic Spain exemplified a flourishing civilization with advancements in science, art, and architecture. The encounter between these two cultures highlighted the complexities and contradictions of medieval society and challenged Eurocentric perspectives. It demonstrated that medieval history was not solely defined by European developments, but encompassed a diverse range of civilizations and interactions across the Mediterranean world. Finally, the clash between the Vikings and the Muslims in Spain had lasting consequences for both civilizations. For the Vikings, it may have contributed to their eventual integration into Permian society and the decline of their raiding and exploring activities. For the Muslims in Spain, the encounters helped to solidify their territorial defenses and maintain the cultural richness of a land. The clash between the Vikings and Muslims in Spain is a compelling episode in medieval history. By exploring the factors that led to this encounter, analyzing the motivations and characteristics of both civilizations, and understanding its consequences, we gain a deeper appreciation for the complexity and diversity of medieval history. It reminds us that medieval history is not just a tale of European kingdoms and empires, but encompasses the interactions and achievements of a multitude of civilizations across the world. Thank you for watching today's video. If you enjoyed the content and want to learn more about similar topics, be sure to check out some of our other videos. And if you're interested in supporting us further, consider becoming a member. Your support allows us to continue producing quality content and bring history to life for our viewers. So, please subscribe and stay tuned for more exciting historical journeys. See you next time.